Oh, we know how you like it. Raw and uncut with DJ Baker.
Go out there, man. Do your thing. All right, go get it.
Oh, we love it, don't we? Everyone loves the aggressive behavior of our favorite lesbians. We do. You guys are a special bunch, you know what I mean? You're very close to my heart. You know, I really feel like when I think about the community, all the different people that you're close to or you feel, you know, synergy with is my AGs. You know what I mean? Listen, shout out to my femmes. I love you to death. You know, your lesbian femmes just really give me heterosexual. And so sometimes it doesn't give me special. You know what I mean? It's like the DL guys, you know, you're giving me regular. So, you know, you're not special. You know what I mean? It's something special about an AG, you know, someone who's an aggressive, you know, or what they call stud. You know, I love the word stud too. You know what I mean? Isn't that what Tyler Perry thought he was? I'm sorry. Is this the stuff we're talking about today? I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. He's a stud. Nigga, please. Nigga, please. Please stop it. Oh man. Oh. If I'm mad at Tyler Perry called himself a stud, you know what I mean? Some people might think maybe he thinks he is, you know what I mean? He really believes that he's a woman. You know, in that case, he would be a stud, wouldn't he? In that case, maybe that's the problem. You know what I mean? You know, maybe, just maybe, guys, maybe we got this wrong. Maybe he's actually trans and he doesn't know it. Or maybe he's not feeling the ability to express it that way, other than, you know, maybe doing drag and stuff. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you know, I know this case is going on. We'll talk a little bit about it, you know, during the crime report, you know, with Tyler Perry and the Swinson guy, Mr. Mark over there. Tyler and Mark, they're like a double duo. You want thing one, thing two. Shout out to Bad Boys. You know, you want thing one, thing two. Is that what they be doing when they go to the party? Tyler Perry and Mark, you want thing one, thing two. What you want? Oh, Lord, no. I don't want none of it, okay? I just want to act, bro. Like, these people just want to get in front of a camera, you know, get some lines, get their chops going, you know what I mean? And there you are, licking your chops. That looks gross. Let's move on. Moving on. Let's move on, people. Like, we can't stick here forever, okay? Shout out to Armon Wiggins. All right, so he's made his first step out of the death of the sunken place. You know what I'm saying? Because it was a sunken place thing to do. You know what I mean? You know, I like the opening of the whole interview he did with Angela Yee when he said, you know, I just shouldn't have done it. It was the perfect answer. You could have left it at that. You know what I mean? I just shouldn't have done it. But here's why I did. You know what I mean? Sometimes I think the apology is worse than the actual deed sometimes, because you got to bring it up and drag it on out. You know what I mean? But you're right. Maybe if you didn't do that, then you wouldn't be here. But you also have to, and let me tell you something. I know this is the standing on business versus standing on values. Standing on values would be more, you know, being more apologetic and maybe staying out of the press for a little bit. You know, just, you know, all right, I messed up. Let me take some time to regroup, right? And then there's another one that talks about standing on business. You know what I'm saying? Always talking about standing on business. Well, this is standing on business. You seize on the opportunity to make a loss a win by accepting the gift of the apology, the opportunity to give the apology to her. Take what I'm talking about. He went to Angela Yee. I have a lot of respect for Angela Yee. Met her few times. I've met Angela Yee. I have an immense respect, and I'm glad that she exited the way she did, because it was she couldn't be there for her. It was stunting her growth as a human being. Let's be real. It was a human being thing, you know. As a natural born woman, you know what I mean. It's like, you know, sooner or later you gotta stick it out. You know what I mean. You gotta get from under the thumb. Exactly. I mean, it's the same thing that what's her name, Just the Mess over there. She's gonna have to do sooner or later. Except it came sooner than it had to. You know, the bombshell came through. Oh man, maybe I'm getting into that old debacle. But listen. to me. Shut up. To me, this was a good move. I just got to be honest with you. You know what I mean? I know some of you, some of the Mafia actually understand. You're nodding your head because you know this is a good move. You know, you get some of the fans. Yeah, he has a couple of fans in the room, and you know they love this. It was a good move. It shows the savvy of your the person that you're fanning. You know what I mean? Of your guy, of your boy. You know, Armon Wiggins able to say, you know what, I'm gonna lean into it. You know, it started coming off a little nasty when he first started, but then as we see here, doing the interview brings this more animated. So he says, you know, this was a part of my shtick. You know, we got it. Okay, maybe your shtick should be done in a different venue. Maybe you picked the wrong venue. You know when somebody goes on to American Idol and they pick the wrong song. Well, man, you picked the wrong venue for your party. You could have saved that Astroglide and all that for later, so that you can do all that in the privacy of your own show, and then you can do whatever you want with that after. You know what I mean? I heard people are really sending him. You know, they're sending him baby oil. So everyone who's been listening to him gets it. The point is, everyone else doesn't get it, and rightfully so, including a lot of the victims. You know what I mean? A lot of the victims were looking at it like, "What the frick are you doing, bro?" Even to the point where the news is even using it. You know, the regular schmegular corporate news. They're over here like, "Yeah, the guy with the baby oil celebration." You know, it was also Astroglide too, guys. just to let you know, it was also Astroglide. All right, okay. Well, shout out to Armon Wiggins. You know what I mean? No, you're not giving him anything. I wouldn't give him a damn thing. You better hold that bucket, put that basket and bucket, put it down. We ain't giving him that. We got that earlier in June. That was gay month. He did good. This is just a recovery. Okay, you made a good move, boo-boo. You got to keep it up now. Let's see where you next time. You got to work for that. You got to work for that. Can we talk about Saucy quickly, and then we can get out of here? Because this is really quick. So Saucy said he misses Diddy. All right, well, there you go. He was fun. I mean, listen, some people are going to have different experiences than you. You know what I mean? I mean, you know, maybe what the time he had with Diddy was a lot of fun. I mean, listen, I'm sure I've been next to somebody, and they would tell me, oh, my God, I had a lot of fun with them. But then they say they're a mass murderer. And I'm like, well, I had a lot of fun with them. You know, we went on the roller coasters and everything, and you had a good old date. You know what I'm saying? It was cute. Find out he's a killer. He's killing someone. He killed another partner. Well, he didn't kill me, and I don't know. I never felt that. So, I mean, you know. See how people can have a different perspective, you know, a different experience with other people. It's just, again, this is the same thing as Armon Wiggins. Some things just don't need to be said. You know, you didn't have to do that there. You didn't have to do the Saucy, you didn't have to answer the question. I miss Diddy. Okay, he was a lot of fun. I guess. That's your experience, you know what I mean? You know how people used to come out for Ellen when everyone was dragging Ellen for filth? You know, they were like, no, I had a great time with her. I'm sure you did. Pop bottles and everything, didn't you? Did a whole thing of cocaine. You know what I mean? You know what I'm cocaine, baby. Cocaine. Well, I had a great time with her. I'm sure you did. You know what I mean? I'm sure you did. So Saucy can have whatever feelings he wants. I don't think this looks good. But hey, I mean, some people don't care about perception. But people are not thinking about perception. They're not thinking how other people are receiving what they're saying. Or, you know what I'm saying? Because somehow they think that that's not a freedom of speech. And I think a lot of people think that freedom of speech means you can say stupid stuff. You just be stupid. No, you can't be stupid. You have a platform. You got to be responsible for the things that come out of your mouth. But it seems like people don't want to really do that. They just don't want to do it. This is why I hate to say it. It's one of the things that's got to go. It's the freedom of speech shit. You know what I'm just saying? I know. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me like you get mad at Amanda Sellis. You know, don't do it. Don't do it. I'm just being honest with you. The freedom of speech is a big trap, and it's a lie. You know, you do not have the freedom of hate speech. You do not have the freedom to be stupid, okay? You got to know when to fold them, when to roll them, when to walk away, and know when to run. There's a reason why the song is popular, because it's true. and so Saucy with another misstep. Does it affect his career? I don't think so. I mean, I think he's at a level that, you know, he's got fans. His fans are going to support him, and they're not going to turn away because of that. You know what I mean? But then the outer skirts, you know. But listen, he's outperforming. He's been performing all summer. He's been consistently, keeping it gay and standing up for his rights and standing up for others and speaking and representing in the best way form while staying busy and getting himself paid as an independent artist. So as far as I'm concerned, we'll all get over it. But it's a note. It's annotation. And yep, put it on the board. Just put it on the board. All right. Download the Wheel Your Radio app, everyone. That way you don't miss a thing. We love Saucy here, okay? Bounce, okay? You better bounce and shush. That's all I want him to do, okay?
Oh, we know how you like it. Raw and uncut with DJ Baker.
Go out there, man. Do your thing. All right, go get it.